a girl rumored to have Mastema sealed in her left hand. She hopes Mahjong Soul Shrine can grant her wish of removing the seal, so she started learning Mahjong. She is interested in the occult and often spouts strange things. As a result, she has been alienated by her classmates because they say she is creepy. Deep in her heart, Ayako is eager to make friends, and she is making continuous efforts toward this goal.
I realized just now that we were too busy watching Sword Art Online, and I forgot to read any of her voice lines.
I read the voice lines.
Yeah, well, good job.
There's a really good joke in there that I enjoyed.
I don't have any human rens. Blah, blah, blah.
My favorite movies, I love Saw, Ju-on, The Grudge, The
Okay,
Conjuring, and
that's pretty
Silent
good.
Hill is a good joke.
Silent Hill being in there is really funny to me.
I know. The rest of them I'm like, this is fine. But that one's good. The other thing I was going to comment on, but I restrained myself, was the fact that she has random Yuri generator with fucking swimsuit Kavi for no reason.
What?
Tweet illustration random Yuri generator, Ayako in swimsuit Kavi, but Kavi is wearing so much less clothing than she is.
Huh.
By like an order of magnitude.
She also has two very funny tags, which are Psychic Phenomenon and Mastima, as if someone else is going to be tagged Mastima, the evil thing she has in her arm. Anyway, I should do the intro probably.
Yeah.
Wow. Great start. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy Fox. ... You can find me on our sister podcast, Together We'll Shine, an Utena rewatch podcast, enunciating, where we rewatch Utena. Available on your podcast app of choice, or find the link in the episode description. You can also find this show in many places. You can find it on YouTube, where you can chat with us in the comments. You can find us on your podcast app of choice, where you can leave us a little review, just to help us out. You can be nice. You can interact with us. We're nice. We won't bite. Maybe.
Ow.
No promises. We'll bite nicely, cutely, even. Is that all my... Yeah. Joining me, as always, from across the fairy realm, come to save me from my digital prison before, in real life, someone marries my comatose body, is Ash.
Ivy's watching the bad part of Sword Art Online. I know it's gonna be controversial that I say the words, the bad part of Sword Art Online. However, the first 12 episodes of Sword Art Online are fine. The second 12 episodes of Sword Art Online are the bad part of Sword Art Online. Hi, it's me, Ash, from the bad part of Sword Art Online. You can find me, wherever you get your podcasts. I sort of already did the joke bit. So, I'm here. You can also find me on Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/asherlark. You can support the show, by going to ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart, all one word. And I run the show's social media on Tumblr at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. Recently, my mother referred to it as Soulmates-podcast, and, like, true, however, I want to point out that there's also a hyphen between soul and mates. Don't get it twisted.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's just because of how URLs have to work. Soulmates is actually spelled soul, space, mates, exclamation mark. The
exclamation mark is important.
It's part of the spelling.
It's part of the spelling. But if you're if you're looking for us on Tumblr, you won't get anywhere by typing soulmates-podcast. I mean, you probably will, but, like, that's not the URL. It's soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com.
Our art is by Rygarden, who you can find on Instagram, and our music is by S1E22 Electronicos, who you can find on Bandcamp.
Wow.
This season, we're talking about the characters from Mahjong Soul by Yostar and Cat Food Studios, a blend of cute, appealing anime girls with classical Japanese Mahjong. In their words, not mine. Man, I did not expect the Sword Art Online thing to throw you as hard as it did, but it threw you so hard.
You're watching the bad part of Sword Art. I just expected you to say from across the Mahjong table, and then maybe I would do a Sword Art Online joke, but no, you went for it, and then I had to, like, feel around in the dark for an exit. My prison.
No, I'm
digital
in prison. I'm Asuna.
I've escaped digital prison, and then I'm returning to digital prison to look worse than I did before.
He looks so... Why does he... Anyway.
So much worse. Hey, today we're talking about Ayako Morikawa.
We are.
It's another normal girl.
It's another normal girl. I like some parts of Ayako.
Yeah.
I think she's very strongly concepted, and often poorly executed.
Yeah. There's some extremely good Ayako, like, there's a couple extremely good Ayako outfits. There's a couple ones that I don't like at all. And then, like, the way that she's drawn is consistently very good. However.
Yeah.
It's just, like, it's one of those characters where I'm like, this would be drawn so well and I'd be so impressed by it if she wasn't 15, you know?
Yeah.
There's a specific outfit I'm talking about, which we'll get to.
Also,
but I just, I'm like, this is an awesome image. It's the wrong one.
Yeah, also, me and Ash are kind of a pair today, because Ash is in a lot of pain, and I have a cough. So,
Yeah. Low energy episode of the podcast.
We're
perhaps.
Chilling. I mean, she's kind of chilling.
She's often chilling.
She's often chilling. This is by Kryn, actual credited artist who appears to have done every single Ayako.
Yes, correct.
Who Kryn also did KR976, who we covered.
Yeah,
and had
we talked about
kind of similar.
We talked about Ayako during this episode, during the KR976 episode briefly, and I was like, man, Kryn draws Ayako so well, and Ayako is like 20, and then I found out. I thought that Ayako was an adult woman at the time, and then I found out live on the podcast and was like, oh no. Life is over. But Kryn loves this rainbow hair, which is very funny.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get into it?
Yeah.
It's Ayako's default look.
It's Ayako Morikawa's default look. Once again, tagged barefoot, and pumps. Barefoot twice.
The fucked up thing about her default look is that... Is this true? Hang on, I'm double checking. Does she only have one doll in her default look? Because she always has 3 otherwise.
Well, there's a reason for this, Ivy. I read the voice lines before this.
Sorry, my bad.
In her Bond voice line, we get
Uh-huh.
to it. She says, do. It's not her Bond voice line. Ever since I met you, I have made more friends. The black-haired is Sadako, the silver-haired is Reiko. It's really great to be with you all. And those are the other 2 dolls.
Okay, that's cute.
It is cute.
Anyway.
First thing I want to say about this look
Uh-huh.
is no one knows the architecture of this hat. This hat is a problem. I was in an art history class a couple months ago in which I was reading like a scholarly paper about this mosaic from the Renaissance, and they referred to a certain hat as being a problem. And they were like, how do you judge the volume and shape of this hat based on what's represented here? And that's how I feel about this hat. Because, like, to me, what it looks like at first blush is like a bonnet, right? It looks like a bonnet to me.
Sure.
It's got the little ties, which are actually the ties on her hair, but don't worry about it. And, like, it's just because she's facing straight forward, and the hat, like, creates a halo around her head like she's a Byzantine icon, I assume that it's a bonnet. But then I look at it for another second, and I'm like, no. Is it, like... How do you even describe this type of hat? Is it, like, one of those hats that goes with, like, a gakuran? Like, is it a schoolboy cap?
Of hat.
It's like a military style, like, schoolboy cap. Is that what it is? And I looked at the emotes to see if I could get a good look at it from the side. And the emotes refuse to give this thing any depth. If she's from the side, it looks like she has, like, a skull cap on. Like, it's not real from the side. It's only real from the front. And there's zero images of her that I can find that clarify anything about how this hat works. It is killing me. The hat is a problem.
Uh-huh. So I'm just looking at types of hats. It gives the impression of being... Oh yeah, here's a decent photo of what I'm thinking. Gives the impression of being beret-esque. In that it's got like a tight loop around the bottom that stays pretty snug to your head, and then it's got like a poofy bit on top that like poofs up and out, you know,
like
maybe...
the hat that Bonnie has in Stars in Time.
Doesn't Bonnie have more of like a sun hat?
No, it's like a big round poofy hat.
Bonnie,
it's specifically called a round hat.
Oh. Yeah, sort of. Oh,
it's like that.
Yeah, sort of like that. That's what I'm seeing. It could be a bonnet. It could also... It does sort of give the vibes of being like a military hat, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like a military style gakuran.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like a hat that goes with a gakuran.
Uh-huh. It is not super clear. You're not wrong.
It just, like, it kills me.
Uh-huh.
I also just feel like it doesn't need to be on her. Like, it's a very distinct part of her look at this point. But it's the more that I look at it, the more that I'm like, girl, just take your hat off.
Uh-huh. Is it even... I mean, because she's doing, like, Lolita stuff. ... question mark. So maybe it's less of a hat and more of a visor? No, but that doesn't make sense looking at some of her emotes.
It doesn't, like, go over her eyes in any way. It's obviously a hat, because the emotes, when she's turned to the side, make it clear that it has volume instead of being a bonnet / visor.
Uh-huh.
But it's just like, fix your shit. Anyway. There are other things about this outfit. Like, this outfit has a lot of little Mahjong things, which I really appreciate. They're in a phase when they're making this outfit, I feel, where every circle on every part of an outfit is a peen. But also, like, the eyes of her little guys on her hat are peen. She has a four-so, like barrette in her hair. And then she has 8-so straps on her pumps. Which is like, they go for it. I appreciate that.
I feel underqualified to talk about this outfit. I'm just not like a huge sort of Lolita fashion guy. And so
well, first of all, she does work for Rhodes Island. The blue piping on the collar.
No, I see it. She works at the Rhodes Island Maid Cafe, as established in the last episode.
Correct.
I like this little collar bit. I think it's cute with the bow. I like this weird separation between the collar and the top of her shirt. That's pretty classic. Fun. Generally, it's cute. I like that it's pinstripe. I generally feel positively about this image. Maybe I'm stun-locked by you being so mad at the hat. But I don't...
Chat, the viewers, the listeners will understand. Why I'm mad at that. History will prove me right. I'm not even saying that you disagree with me. I'm just saying that, like, I'm so right about this.
I sort of can't tell what emotion this image is trying to convey.
Yeah.
She looks kind of demure, but she also looks kind of annoyed. Like, her brow is furrowed.
She has a little fang.
Oh yeah, it's very small.
It's literally like, 2 pixels.
It's pixels of fang. I was about to say. I like that.
She does have a little bit of a like tsundere effect or affect in this image.
But like, I can't tell if she's upset or if she's scared or if she's about to pass out.
She is about to fall over, which is important.
She is like extremely lilting to the side.
She was in the middle of berating you, and now she's like hospital.
Yeah. She ran out of breath. Whatever her emotion is, I like that her little doll is contrasting it. Like, she doesn't seem particularly happy to be here, but the doll has such vibes of just like, la la la.
La 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 la.
Yeah, Spitch is like out shopping.
It's very easy to please me. Doll with 2 eyes set very far apart and no mouth. Like, no other facial features. Like, famously, this is all I need in my life. The doll is a great character in Mahjong Soul.
Agreed.
I like this, like, dress quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's very well constructed. All of the parts of it are sensical, which is important. All the parts of this outfit I can, like, pick apart and I understand exactly how they work. Including the fact that I'm, like, 90% sure those are not, like, straps connecting the collar piece to the dress. I'm pretty sure those are just her bra straps.
You're almost certainly correct.
But these little sleeves attached to this top part, and then she's got, like, a little, thing around her waist, and then she's got, like, 3 distinct layers, 3.5 distinct layers of this dress, where there's, like, a pleated bit, and then there's another that is on top of another piece of fabric which goes down and then has a second pleated bit on it, and all of that is on top of this pinstriped purple bit, and then all of these various like bows that are tied out of like this ruffled fabric, which is fucked, by the way. It's just like when people knit with the really chunky, like, glittery yarn. It's like, you're doing too much. All these little bows are made out of straps that come out of relatively sensible places. And then she's got this big loose belt around the skirt because, like, whatever, I guess.
It does.
I'm not against it. It looks cool.
You're not wrong that she is from Rhodes Island in the sense that, like, this whole dress has a very kind of modern vibe. It's a very, like, contemporary feeling Lolita outfit. It has a lot of, like, blues and purples and, like, shiny bits and, like, hard geometries that make it feel very sci-fi in a weird way.
Yeah, this is tech wear.
Yeah.
It's tech wear Lolita.
Lolita tech wear.
I would be into tech wear Lolita as a style. If that emerged in force right now, today.
People, get on this.
People, get on this.
Get on this. Well, now I'm Googling...
Googling tech wear Lolita?
Tech? Where? I don't know how to spell. Tech wear Lolita.
Any results? Anything?
Less interesting than I thought it would be.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, it's like, it's nice. ... It's nice. I'm sort of like, I like this image as an outfit. I think if I look at it too much as a character image, it like puts me off a little. I'm just not quite sure how to feel about her.
Yeah.
It emphasizes her Lolita thing. She's got her doll. She's like clutching her cursed arm.
She's a creepy haunted doll.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
I am kind of like, I'm of two minds about it, but I do think that this one glove thing that she has ends up being kind of fun.
Agreed.
Her one glove only on the uncursed arm, kind of funny.
I feel like this image is really nicely shaded. The hair looks nice. It's got like a nice warm orange shading, and it's nice.
It gives a strong energy. It's just like maybe not an energy that I want to be associated with. That's a little harsh, but you know what I mean. Emotes?
Emotes.
Where's the first one?
It is.
Where's emote 0? Oh, it's the one where she gets her doll in front of her face.
Yeah.
Morikawa Ayako 0. The first emote.
The first emote.
One in which she has her head tilted to the sides. I won't go on about the hat, but you can see it. Her eyes and face are kind of scary to me in this one. She's just constructed in kind of a fucked up way. Her big chubby cheeks and like shiny eyes and very thin eyebrows are upsetting me because she doesn't have mouth, she only has doll.
Have you noticed that much like our last girl, they've changed the color of her eyes?
Wait,
not as much. It's not as
not
extreme.
as much, but they sure have. Yeah,
they sure have.
There's like an emote that she has where she has the right color of eyes. Weird.
I feel like, I mean, this is a tall ask for like a tiny little emote, maybe, but I would have liked a little bit more detail on this doll. It's like, if you're gonna have the whole point of the emote that you like look at the doll and like the doll replaces her expression. The doll
doesn't even have arms.
It doesn't. Wait, I'm trying to see if it has any arms at all.
No, none.
Not really. Maybe a little bit, but barely. And it's like, it's not wearing it's wearing a kind of plain dress you could at least give it like a little bit more detail on the collar.
Yeah.
You could at least give its hair like a little bit more.
There's room.
There's room. I get this emote. I understand it. I would use it to express an emotion, but I don't especially like it.
Yeah. We do have to, be a little bit kind to this one, if only because it is very important for something that will come up later.
Okay.
But,
Uh-huh.
On its own as a piece, meh.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. Doesn't even have a color in the background. SMH.
SMH. Morikawa Ayako 1. The second emote. In this one, she has a headband with 2 candles in it? Question mark? This is a specific cultural reference that I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, warding off spirits.
Right. And she's shoving her little doll forward angrily while being angry. And there's some...
Is she shoving it forward or choking it?
Good question. I don't
Next
know.
question.
And also, there's some dark gray in the background. Yes. My eyes, something about the white outline between her and the dark gray background.
Oh, yeah.
makes it, and the weirdly straight line of her back made it look for a second like the background was occluding her and was in the foreground. Anyway, she's either choking this doll or I guess she's choking the doll, and the doll is what she's angry at.
Maybe? Unclear.
I mean, my assumption was that if she's warding off evil spirits, she's warding them off with the doll? Question mark?
But the doll is a ghost?
Is a ghost?
Does it ghost?
I can't tell if her bandaged arm has a little anger mark on it, or if it's bleeding?
No, I think it has a little anger mark on it. It does kind of look like she's been inscribed with the mark of Cain, though.
It really does. It does kind of look specifically like the mark of Cain.
She's part of the Blue Man Group.
Uh-huh.
This is what the crossover will be. Trust.
Uh-huh. Okay, so so if her arm is angry, then the evil spirit in her arm is angry and is possessing her to kill the doll?
Yes?
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 The problem is that I can see that there's some kind of concept for a story that they're trying to tell with this one, right? But I can't quite grasp it. Unlike...
The name of the doll is Hanako.
Okay, Hanako. I'm sorry, Hanako. I will refer to you as
I'm
such.
looking at her voice lines to see if there's any kind of,
Fuck Hanako?
any indication of the relationship between Mastema and the friends that she has, which is to say the dolls.
Uh-huh.
I think the dolls are kind of implied to be ghosts, but I really can't be sure.
Uh-huh.
And also separate from the evil arm.
They're definitely separate from the evil arm. I don't know about this one. I
don't
like
know why
the concept.
she's killing.
Uh-huh. I like the concept of the arm being angry, but it doesn't look good. And I like the concept of her throttling the doll or trying to ward off bad luck with the doll. Either one of those is fine, but neither of them comes across particularly well.
Mm-hmm.
If she's
just
throttling
kind of has
a doll,
an unclear message.
these squiggly lines should be coming from the doll, so it looks like it's in motion and it's being shaken and throttled, but that's not what's happening. Question mark? I do generally appreciate her use of props. She has many props.
Yeah, the
and this is
headband, the
good.
doll,
This
arm.
one is also... What was the doll's name again? I'll get it
Hanako?
eventually. Hanako. This one is also IMO, not a great showing for Hanako.
No.
Not my favorite emote.
Could be better.
Which is a shame. I like Hanako.
I like this emote in theory. It's very characterful. It's just kind of got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's messy. And I don't understand it. But it's fine.
It's fine. Morikawa Ayako 2. The one where she has her real eye color. Also, arm prop, but like, make it much clearer. In this one, she's gonna use the power of her evil arm to fucking get you. Tags positivity, which is to say all of the emotes where someone fucking kills you. Chainsaw Kaguya Hime. Cross Lily Kitahara. You understand.
Positivity.
The ones where they kill you.
The ones where they kill you. In contrast to the last two, I think that this emote looks great.
It looks great.
I think it looks awesome.
Thing which I think is actually, like, I'm tempted to complain about it, but I think I actually like it, is that the skin tone of her face is totally different from the skin tone on her body in this. Which I presume is because she's possessed.
She's got, like, scary pale face.
It's like grayish.
Yeah.
I really don't mind it.
She's spooky.
She's spooky. In this one, she's spooky. I like it.
I like it a lot. I think this...
Also, the colors are so good. Like, this dark purple background that looks almost red against this bright blue. A thing which doesn't appear anywhere on her outfit, so it shows up really clearly in the emote. Quite good.
I like... They didn't have to make this ghost flame look this good, you know? But it really does for no reason. They didn't have to go this hard. It's got a nice shape. The two, like, layers that blend a little bit into each other is really nice. The, like, levels of transparency of different parts of it is really nice. The fact that, like, her hand is glowing and then the glow dissipates as we go down her arm. It's like, you don't have to put this much detail into this
I know.
Her outfit looks generally good here. Like, they rendered it pretty well.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
All the parts of it are easily understood.
I feel like her, for the first, you know... I don't hate them, but I didn't really make note of them because I didn't really. But there's something about her little headband rabbits in this one. I guess it's a rabbit and a cat. That really do it for me. Something about their blank stares really work with this one. I like the shading on her face. I like that it's not a flat line and that it follows the shape of her nose.
Correct. Yes.
To give her a little bit of like depth. It just like looks really nice.
It's a good emote. It's a very useful emotion, killing you.
Yeah.
And particularly characterful and good looking.
Great.
Successful killing you.
I love it when things are good.
I love it when things are killing you.
Me?
The general you.
Okay. The royal you.
The royal you.
Morikawa Ayako 3, the fourth emote. In this one, she's crying. That's basically it. She got like a big, just like red turtle mouth looking mouth. She got big circle tears dropping down. She got this sort of blobby blue background. She's sort of like throwing her head up in the air, going, "Wah!" And this one, she's crying.
It's good.
I like this one a good bit, actually. I like, you know, I like it when they let their, like, weird teenagers be, like, 15. And, like, she's spooky scary a lot of the time. But she's also just like a 15-year-old, and that's sort of part of it. And sometimes she just gets overwhelmed as she cries. And the fact that it's like it's such a big cry is like
It's a big cry.
It's such a big cry. I think it's pretty well like conveyed, like with the tilt of her head and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They could have put in a little bit less effort and made it less of a big cry. But
it's
like
a big cry.
It looks good. I do love these little dots on the little blue dots on the side. They're like, her tears splattering the background.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Do a big cry.
It's such a big cry.
Sometimes it's hard to have a cursed arm,
Sometimes it's hard to have a cursed arm, and nobody understands.
Nobody understands you. Oh, poor Ayako.
No one understands how hard it is to have a cursed arm.
They don't.
They always are like, wow, can I touch your cursed arm?
And I'm like, no.
It's like, no! You're gonna get cursed! You're gonna deal in!
Any further thoughts?
You're gonna get cursed.
You're gonna get cursed. They don't understand. They don't understand me.
You're gonna deal in. Morikawa Ayako 4, the 5th emote. This one is good because it has the Mahjong table in it. A thing which I always appreciate. I don't know why it's in the same category as all of the ... and question mark emotes. Because in this one, she's also going to fucking get you. She's hiding underneath the Mahjong kotatsu, about to, kill you. She's got her little hands ready to grasp.
Yeah,
her eye is just a white orb in her shadow of a face.
Yeah,
she's gonna kill you.
She's the girl from the fucking... Hang on. She's from The Grudge, right? Isn't this what the Grudge girl looks like when she's climbing out of... Or
is this the girl from The Grudge?
Who's the one who climbs out of the television?
The Ring? The girl from The Ring?
The Ring? The Ring? Movie? Yeah.
What's her name? Sadako? Yeah, Sadako from The Ring.
She's the Ring girl climbing out of the TV, except she's climbing out from under the Mahjong table. Very funny. Good joke.
Good joke.
Good joke.
I like this one for many reasons. It's just so... I do want to understand why this Mahjong table looks the way it does. In which there's one side of a wall built up with 12 tiles, just fine. But only one layer of it. And on the other side, someone has pushed their hand down as though they've lost.
I don't know. I can't help you.
It's whatever. It's just a rendering of a Mahjong table. It's
very clear what kind. This is like a sitting on the floor little Ricci table.
It's a floor Ricci table. I imagine it's not actually a kotatsu, given that she's hiding under it and would die of heat. But maybe she's already died of heat, and that's why she's crawling out from under it like a ghost. Like a ghost. Scary ghost, because she died.
It's good. Hey, what's happening with her right hand? What position is it in?
She's wiggling her fingers at you.
Oh, okay. I see it. It's fine.
I understand it. I understand this emote perfectly.
Flawlessly.
I'm a perfect being, and I understand all emote.
This is a good joke. And that's most of what I have to say about it. It's so clear. It's so nicely done.
Scary girl should get to have emotes where she's being a scary girl.
I know!
Cold take.
Bold take.
I said cold take, but also, I guess, bold take, even though those two are mutually exclusive.
I don't know. I just say things.
I understand. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. You'll never get by if you think through every single stupid thing that you say.
Then, where would half of the substance of our episode come from? Which is making fun of shit the other person said.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you still love us if we were a real podcast?
I hope not. Fuck those. I hate real podcasts. I've like ruined podcasts for myself because now I listen to a podcast that's like really tightly edited, but I can hear where it's edited, you know? I can hear the breaks in conversation or like where like pauses have been sped up or whatever. And I'm like, don't do that shit. I didn't ask for that.
Post that shit unedited.
Post that shit unedited, coward.
Coward.
And if like if unedited, it's got too many fucking pauses, then get better at performing, dumbass.
Yeah. Get a better co-host.
Get a better co-host. Anyway, Morikawa Ayako 5. In this one, she's excited. She's like, yes. In this one, her eye is also almost the right color.
It's
Not
getting
quite.
there.
It's getting there. I guess it's kind of fun that they, like, gradiate her eye color based on, like, her emotion. That's fun.
If intentional, yeah.
In this one, she's got her, like, fists up. Like, yeah! She's got, like, a little circle mouth. She's blushing. She's got stars in her eyes. And she's got, like, a full-ass sun behind her. It's like a sun that's, like, radiating little bits. She's just very excited.
In this one, she's cheering for you at the school festival.
Absolutely.
You're about to run a really good relay race.
Uh-huh. I think that this one is, like, a little boring, but also just, like, really well executed. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's a good-looking emote.
I like
even though it's, like,
it.
She would not fucking say that.
Uh-huh.
In what situation is she looking at anything? This is her looking at, like, a reference for some of our viewers. The first episode of Dan to Dan, where, like, the occult boy is, like, looking through his magazines. It's you show her one of those with the conspiracy theories, and she does this.
Uh-huh. I think that this is, I mean, where's the voice line that you like? Blah 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 blah.
What about the movies?
Oh yeah. Final Destination. Facing the imminent inevitable pressure of death in a dark room alone is just fantastic.
It's just fantastic.
Like she's watching a scary movie. This is her watching a scary movie.
She's watching a scary movie and she's like, "Wow.
Wow. Can't wait for this guy to die."
Honestly, me.
Uh-huh. I think it's cute. I like it.
It's cute. Expectation. The tagging system has ruined our podcast forever.
It has.
Morikawa Ayako 6, the 7th emote. Sneer. Actually a correct tag. In this one, she's sneering at you. I do think that her mouth and hand look fucked. Her hand is like a paint smear running down her face, and her mouth is running up into her eye.
Like, yeah, I feel like her whole face is, like, melting, you know?
Yeah.
She's the fucking... That's too deep of a cut. Never mind. Her face is melting.
Her face is melting. And it's just, like, I appreciate the intent of this emote, which is to go, like, you know, I feel like this is fair. She can go, like, hee hee hee. Just, like...
Sure.
Just, like, select her mouth, and then drag it down, like, tilt it a little to the right and down, and, like, just make it clip less. And then it's, like, fine. Also give her hand, like, a little, like, one more finger of definition, and then it's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's just, like, it's just kind of weird.
Uh-huh. I'm blanking on this. Oh, what's this movie called? Shoot. There's an animated movie that I like that is very weird looking. Reuben Brandt Collector.
I have no idea what that is.
Ruben. It's a movie in which everyone has like fucked up faces because they all look like they're from like a Picasso painting. And she looks like she's from that. She's got sort of that vibes.
Okay.
It's just her face is melting into
bits. It's not quite right.
Yeah. And
if it were intentional.
And so this just like doesn't quite come across for me. I'm so distracted by watching her mouth consume her eye.
Watching her eye slide off her face.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween in April.
It's our Halloween episode.
It's our Halloween episode.
Where we talk about people's eyes sliding off their faces.
My mistake. Weird. Morikawa Ayako 7, the 8th emote. This is a great one.
Yeah.
In this one, she's entirely shades of gray, and she's scary, and she has her arms crossed, and the wind is whipping up behind her. In this one, she's from Slay the Princess.
She literally is.
I'm sure this is a specific horror movie reference. I recognize it, but I can't pinpoint it. But part of my problem is that all of that information is just brute force filled in by my brain with she's from Slay the Princess. She's the beast in Slay the Princess. In this one,
the beast from Slay the... Sorry.
Anyway.
Scary Woman Hot.
It's the Hot Women game.
It's not my fault that Scary Woman Hot.
Anyway. This one is great. It, like, has some minor sins. Like, what is going on, like, above her crossed arms? Oh, actually, okay, my brain just sorted through it. It's mostly fine.
Yeah, it's like her collar.
Her outfit rendering is a little bit fucked, but like that's sort of important. You don't want that to be high detail. I actually really like that they cut the eyes from her little hair guys.
Yeah. Too distracting.
To make them look extra spooky.
Yeah.
And it's just like you just look at her eyes. Ooh.
It's very good. All of the like debris behind her, quite good. She's surrounded by waves of scary power.
Yeah. Frightening energy.
Her scary energy, like from Monsters, Inc. The scariest movie that they ever did make.
Anyway. You've ruined me now.
My apologies.
No, all I can think about is Monsters, Inc. Anyway, this one is great. It's one of the best images on the website.
Whoa.
They make her so scary. It's really funny.
They made her so scary. Morikawa Ayako 8, the 9th emote. In this one, she's about to cut open a chocolate heart? Your heart? She has puffs of steam either coming out of her mouth or out of the hot
heart.
The contents of the heart? I don't... I don't get it. First of all, I don't get it. Second of all, I don't think this reads well at a distance in the slightest. You can barely tell she's holding a knife because of how the color of it blends in with her outfit. You can not tell at all what she's holding. It's just a rock. And so it's just like, you can see that she has a scary expression and that she's got hot breaths. But, like, none of the actual impetus of going to kill you is conveyed.
Uh-huh.
Whatsoever.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this knife is.
It's first
of all, she's doing a cool hold where she has her, like, finger on the spine of the knife, which is, like, funny.
It's like one of those serrated, like, bread knives.
I guess so. It's really, I mean, chibi proportions throw everything off. But it, like, looks short, and so it looks kind of like a box cutter to me.
That could be it, yeah.
It's got, like, the angle of the box cutter at the end.
I mean, Gloomy Girl uses box cutter to do unspeakable things is a trope.
Yeah. And so she's box cutting
this chocolate heart she's made for Valentine's Day?
Sure.
And that's what's happening in this emote.
I feel like the waves of blood in the background are kind of nice.
This color and the shape are not bad.
It's just like...
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Who? And furthermore, why?
Open. This is the episode where I Google things. Chocolate heart. I stopped typing for no reason. Cutting open a chocolate heart. Okay. Japan. This doesn't appear to, like, be a thing.
No.
Wait.
I did look up chocolate heart horror movie and find out about a horror movie directed by Josh Rubin.
Uh-huh.
Called Hard Eyes.
Sure.
Josh Rubin, guy from College Humor.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
It's directed 3 horror films.
She sure is box cuttering this chocolate heart ?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Looking at this to see how this... Like, it's... I'm looking at it smaller. And I leaned back in my chair. Don't do that. The mic is over there, sweetie. It's clear that she's, like, about to do a violence to a thing. But it's, like... Beyond that, it's sort of unclear. But, like, maybe that's enough? But... Mixed bag emote set, but the highs really hit.
There's some really, like, standout few things are better than this one's. Glowing hand, under the table, like, honestly, scary debris shot.
I think everything in, like, the middle 6, like, before this and after head candles, make a really nice, I forgot about weird sneer.
You can take excited, crying, and then the 3 really good ones.
Yeah, and that makes a nice set of, like, you know, she's scary, but sometimes she's just a 15-year-old. And it works really well as a nice little set of 5 emotes. And then
you also need the first one, but, like, for reasons.
Uh-huh.
I'll get to them, I promise.
Uh-huh. We never discussed whether or not I can say the words.
We'll get there.
Okay, we'll do that over the break, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I feel
we're
like
gonna take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we've been spitting through these first segments lately.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I fucked it up so bad. Bye.
You did. So bad.
映画は大好き。ジグソー、邪念、資料とサイレントナール。全部好きなの。 最近は、ラストディスティネーションをまた見直したな。漆黒の闇に包まれた部屋に、一人っきりで。こういう避けられない死の圧迫感を体験するの、もう最高なの。
So, like, don't do that.
You know what my favorite part of our intro was?
What?
Was you saying maybe it's blasphemous or whatever exactly.
It's gonna be controversial.
Maybe it's going to be controversial to say the bad part of Sword Art Online. And that immediately made me think of a, like, community spreadsheet that May maintains.
Mm-hmm.
That has a cell that if you change it will break the whole spreadsheet, of course. And that cell is labeled, if you change this cell, you think Sword Art Online is a good anime? And I'm like, is the public opinion of Sword Art Online, like, really positive enough that you can say anything blasphemous about it?
No, it's not. I didn't say that it will be controversial for me to say the bad part of Sword Art Online because people think that Sword Art Online is good. It's the other way around.
Oh, it's the other way around.
Saying the bad part of Sword Art Online.
Right.
That's the part that's controversial.
Implies that there's parts of Sword Art Online.
Implies that there's parts that are good.
That are not the bad part.
Yeah.
I'm like, now that I've gotten into it, I'm like weirdly enjoying Gun Gale Online.
It's like, I think it's fair to be a little defensive about Sword Art Online.
GGO has like kind of a fun energy.
It does.
Sword Art Online lacks.
The protagonist is busy being a woman.
Like, but she's
that's fun.
She's a cutie. It's got cute character interactions.
Yeah.
It's not just like exclusively about watching women die.
I know. I just think that, like, well, the actual public opinion of Sword Art Online at this point is like, there's layers of it.
Ow, I bit my tongue. I laughed so hard I bit my tongue. Ow, that really hurt.
There's like normie opinion, and then there's people who think that they're better than that. And then there's like, you circle back around. But like, opinion in our circles is, I think I'm better than that. Which is Sword Art Online is bad. And they're not wrong. In like some respects. The shambling corpse of it that is carried on. Like, I understand.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi, welcome back.
I'll figure out how much of that to keep in.
Yeah, how much of that are you keeping?
Show of hands, who wants to listen to us talk about Sword Art Online for 5 minutes? Please give me a show of hands, but it'll only show up after the episode's already been edited.
Please give me a show of hands.
Please give me a show of hands.
Please give me a show of hands.
Soul-mates-podcast on tumblr.com.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with soulmates-podcast.
Which is, much like soul-mates-official, one of the side blogs that Burb will be making in order to steal our followers.
Great. Anyway, we can go back to Ayako now.
Hey, available after making a bonding promise with Ayako Morikawa, okay?
Much like... I feel like this image is sort of much like the second half of Sword Art Online Season 1.
Oh my god.
In, like, so many ways.
It is, which is why I'm sighing.
So, suddenly it's like this for no reason, when it wasn't particularly like this before.
In this one, she's Kirito's sister.
Fuck. She kind of is the problem.
Right? I'm right. Hey, Mahjong swag in this one, her Forso, hairpin has upgraded to a 9-so. Her shoes are still 8-so, though.
I do, yeah. Oh, these shoes are actually really nice. It's kind of sick-looking shoes.
I love a good shiny loafer.
Why the fuck does she have glasses now? Aside from,
I don't know.
to do this thing.
Ugh. She has glasses because she's this now.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this as a Bond up. There's things about it that are good. I think adding the 2 dolls, very cute, acceptable. There's no reason to do this. Nothing justifies taking her out of her fancy outfit and putting her into a skimpy schoolgirl uniform. Literally nothing. What is this, half fucking kimono thing she's laying on? And, the roll of bandages that's underneath her as her arm starts unraveling?
You know what I feel like? Every time I look at this image, the thing that I feel like has happened, this is oddly specific now that I'm saying it, but you know when you get, a bouquet of flowers and it's rolled up in a thing of paper, I feel like she's fallen flat into the bouquet of flowers, perfectly flattening out the paper and sending the flowers everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
I don't understand what this... Wait, hang on. Is it a massive... No, it's not quite the... I was is it a massive one of those little, paper Sprite guys? You know what I mean?
No.
With the little head and the
I know what you mean, though, yeah.
But,
It's not.
It's not. It's also, this... Ugh. But this schoolgirl outfit is, sort of upsetting to me in that it doesn't feel like a real schoolgirl outfit.
It's not. It's this is a cosplay that you buy.
Yeah, she's wearing
horny.
A sexy schoolgirl cosplay, which is
My one exception to this is that the gold detailing on the skirt and on the top, with the little one-sew that's on the top.
Okay, I didn't notice.
Kind of awesome.
The bird.
Also, the piping up, the white piping up the sides, I can get down with. That being said, the showing midriff of it all precludes it being a good outfit on account of it's not a real outfit.
Yeah, there's concepts here that could work if you did them at all tastefully. I think the idea of her Bond up being she goes from a scary girl to a slightly more normal girl is kind of fun, actually. But not like this.
Not if she's just pretending to be normal for sex reasons.
I like that her little hair guys have turned into the ties for her big ponytails, or pigtails rather. That's cute. But
she has the black-haired doll on the left is an employee of Rhodes Island, and the white-haired doll on the right is from fuck. I'm gonna embarrass myself. Fuck shit. Why can't I remember the name of this thing? Fuck shit. Toho. It's a Fumo from Toho. I forgot the name of Toho. I'm sorry, women.
Ash having to apologize to women again.
It's always happening.
Always
There's
happening.
an Arknight's character, a character from Toho, and the one that she has normally, which is just a normal girl.
Hanatori? Is that...
Nope. Not even close. Hanako.
It starts Hanako. Whatever.
You added a syllable.
Oh. Anyway.
This one just sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just sort of hard to explain why it sucks. Other than it just sort of does. It's not even, I feel like I say this often on this podcast. It's not even the fact that it's a sexy image of a 15-year-old girl that's, like, bothering me. It's the fact that it's, like, an extremely boring, like, characterless and, like, fetishized way to do this.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's images of Ayako in here that I'm like, if this was a 20-year-old, then this would be fine. This one is just like,
yeah. I mean,
crazy.
There's images of Ayako, basically every other outfit of hers. I'm like, I have varying opinions about all of them, but I'm like, all of them would make a perfectly acceptable Bond up. This is just like, they just took all of the Ayako out of her. And it's
like, Daybreak in G Major is so much better as a Bond up than this.
Yeah, but, like, even the other two, she's, like, engaging in her thing and stuff.
Restless Night would be a very funny Bond up.
But, like, in this one, she's just not Ayako. They gave her glasses for no reason.
Ugh.
They gave her under frame glasses, which is weird. Who the fuck wears under frame glasses? Wear top frames like a normal person. Anyway.
I don't wear glasses. Every time I draw somebody wearing glasses, I have to check and see which type of glasses are normal to wear. I'm like, should it be an under frame? Should it be a top frame?
You should just have them always be wearing the same type of glasses as me, because I have good taste.
Okay.
Yay.
I'll keep this in mind.
Thanks. Anyway, we can move on, I think.
Yeah. Don't put her on this patch of grass. The color is fucked.
It's like a nice looking patch of grass and flowers, and it's like all I can say about the image.
Yeah. Morikawa Ayako 1-0, the first Bond up emote. Is
this why the doll in front of her face was important?
You're not looking at the right one. It's the one where she's doing peace signs.
Oh, sorry. When will they fix their website? Anyway.
I don't know.
She's doing peace signs. Yeah. In this one, she's doing peace signs. She's got a little
peace
star
sign
coming
emoji.
off of her.
Peace sign emoji, but not star emoji.
And only one peace sign emoji, even though she's doing two. Come on, mods, get your shit together. It should be star emoji, peace sign emoji, peace sign emoji. Because of woke. So I got distracted by this Kavi emote that says more sticks.
Do not.
See, like, this emote is kind of fun in kind of the context of, like, she's pretending to be a normal girl and she doesn't know how to do it. Like, she's sort of doing a bad pose here. What are you doing?
I like this a lot as, like, she's a weird otaku. It looks like she's just done her Sailor Moon transformation from a weird girl into a normal girl.
Yeah. And so, like,
it silly.
Works. It's silly. It's cute. It's just, like, it's so hard not to overlook how much I don't like the general concept of this outfit.
I know. If you ignore that she is in her Bond Up outfit, this is a very cute emote. I mean, she took the hat off.
She did, which is also weird. They fucked up her whole silhouette. Anyway.
Yeah. They should fuck up her whole silhouette, but in a way that I want. If you make them low pigtails instead of high pigtails, then you can take her out of the hat and it doesn't fuck her up as much.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Anyway, cute,
because they're low pigtails. Whatever. Morikawa Ayako 1-1, the second Bond Up emote.
What? This one.
This one, but no exclamation point in the caption.
I was gonna say mods.
Mods?
Help?
I'm gonna make a detailed complaint to mahjongsoul.club after this episode. First of all, fix the order of the emotes. Second of all, make your captioning system more, like, have
Consistent.
standards.
Have standards.
More consistent, thank you. Actual, like, actual qualm about these emotes, the Bond Up emotes. I don't have qualms with the way they depict her Forso barrette in her normal stuff. It's just 2 lines. That's fine. That's what a Forso is. It does bother me that the 9so is just 3 lines, even though that's what it is. Just because this is a me problem. I want to be clear.
Okay.
4 is 2 lines, and 9 is 3 lines. Is bad for the brain. Add another line to add 5. It's every line that you add, it has to be that squared. So if it was 4 lines, then it would be 16 so. This is my problem with it. I'm being so serious. I can't stand it because it's like, it should be 6, right? This should be 6.
Well,
3 lines should mean 6 because 2 lines means 4.
Sorry,
Instead, 3 lines means 9.
I'm looking at
3 squared. And that's wrong.
I'm looking at how many of these fisherman friends I can take before I die.
What?
Cough drops. How many can I take before I die?
I've successfully lost you so bad that you're looking at your cough drops, thinking about how many you can take before you die. Anyway, this emote's good, I guess.
It's fun that they made her all spiky.
It's very expressive. The line work is very expressive. She's all spiky. She's gone, what? She doesn't look like Ayako because this Bond Up is fucked, but, like, whatever. But, like, it shouldn't be... Burb. Specifically. Please get in the ask box and validate me.
Burb. Specifically. Hi.
Morikawa Ayako 12 is the reason why the plushie in front of her face is important. Is because this is literally the exact same emote.
I'm gonna pull them up side by side. Her face looks completely different. It's spooky. It's scary.
Not really. It's not that different.
That's true. The hat is really fucking me up. The lack of hat really fucks up
like,
her whole
moves her
dimensions.
face down in the frame. And also she's much pinker in this one, and you can't see the end of her cheek because of her little, like, side bangs.
Her face is drawn sort of more normally in this one, which I feel I
agree.
I feel like they have to do because they have glasses, and so the glasses require a normally shaped face.
The eyes are also a little bit different, but you understand. It's got the same, like, shine in the eyes. It's the same pose. It's the same everything. Like, this is a perfect Bond Up escalation. IMO.
In this one, she's Letitia.
I like that the chocolates are poisoned.
This one is very cute. The concept of her, like, having a Valentine's Day gift for you, but it's, like, oozing mysterious purple goop is very cute. And I can't tell if she hasn't noticed the goop or if she doesn't care. You know? Is she blind to the goop?
It's not in this tag. There's a Nanaha Onodera emote that looks like exactly like this in its sort of like scary purple ooze way. Where she's scary.
Uh-huh. No,
you know?
Nanaha. Which one is
Nanaha?
Nanaha? I clicked on Hana Ninomiya.
Jesus Christ. No, it's not a Nanaha emote. Who the fuck am I thinking of? Whatever, this doesn't matter.
Are you thinking of the Nanaha one where she's blushing behind the book?
No, it's not horny for book. It's like more scary than that.
Okay.
I don't remember whose emote this is. Whatever, someone will know.
Good luck.
There's another person who has an emote where they're like looking directly at the camera and like, oh, is it Miki? I think it's a Miki emote, actually. Yes, it is. It's Nikaido Miki 2 is the one I'm thinking of. She's got her hands like on her face, like dragging her eyes down, and the scary goop behind her.
I see.
That's the energy that this has.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what my point was there.
Uh-huh. I
like the way that the ooze is dripping over her boat.
Yeah, absolutely. The sort of way it interacts with her and doesn't just drip off the screen is very good.
The ooze is an object. It's getting on her.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be covered in fucking ooze.
Uh-huh. Well, you're about to be covered in ooze after she gives you this Valentine's gift. Happy Valentine's.
Jesus.
Enjoy ooze.
I don't think I will.
Wow.
Sorry, Ayako.
Rude.
It just seems like it
Nope.
should be contained better.
She's doing her best. Be nice.
I think she could do better.
That's fair. Anyway, bad outfit. Decent emotes, though.
Yeah, not bad. Perfect holiday, Ayako Morikawa. This is not a summoning circle, but a dream-catching circle. It's my first sleepover, so I have no idea how to entertain a guest. I think if you have a good dream tonight, then you'll have a nice time here.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
In this one, barefoot actually means barefoot.
I just looked at dream catching circle and I thought about Kirito's sister again.
I know. I was thinking about this too. Why does she have a dream catcher in her room?
I don't know.
This ink pot has an east wind on it.
It does. It's cute. I like.
I know.
I wish this image was less upsetting because I think that it's very cute.
This is one of the best drawn images IMO in this game. It's one of my favorites. If it weren't for the problem.
Sorry, I'm watching the animation. Okay, watch the animation. It's fine.
To speak of the elephant in the room, which is to say, the front shot you're getting of her shirt hanging off of her so you can see her boobs. It's this genuinely is a very good shot. This is, and it's drawn well in a way that doesn't make the boobs look weird. And this is an appealing shot and a pretty natural, normal shot in a way that I think on an adult character would be awesome. I would be really enthused about this shot if it wasn't on Ayako. The fact that it's on Ayako is so fucking sad because I think that it's really, really well drawn and I can't just get past it like I can with other characters.
Yeah.
Also, the composition of the image is really nice. You've got I love the big scary teddy bear with the giant one-peen eye patch.
Me too.
So good. And then this the triangle of it with the smaller doll sitting in, but different doll, by the way. than, or at least in a different dress.
It's the
black-haired doll is.
It's the same 3 dolls. Sometimes after this point, they start drawing the black-haired doll with like lighter hair for no reason.
It's weird,
but it is distinctly like she's got her sort of iconic like hairbands.
I guess so. It's a different dress. It threw me off.
They've all got slightly different dresses, I think.
But like the 3 sizes you have here of like big teddy bear and then Ayako and then little doll is fantastic. The summoning circle rug, as well as it being on the notebook, is so good. It's just like, it's a really well composed image. The way that her hair falls is great.
Know.
Her hair is so lush and
her
thick
hair
in
is
these
insane.
big old braids.
This is like
so
too
good.
much hair. But it's fine, because it's so... The thing that I like is that, like... I like how all the dolls have, like, a different job in this that gives them, like, particular sort of personalities. Like, the white hair doll is, like, directly helping her out. The brown hair doll is, like, supervising, and then the little guy is, like, just holding on to the ink. And they're all very expressive and clear, even though they're just kind of nub boys, you know?
I do think that the 2 larger dolls having, like, much more defined faces and expressions is kind of freaking me out here. I mean, they had, like, more of an expression than the gray one, even in the previous image. But in this one, there's so much more, like, little homunculi. It's kind of scary. They're less, like, appealing little objects, and they're more, like, looking at me. And I'm like,
Yeah. I do like her posing. Like, just this, like, sense of being paused in the middle of action. Her, like, looking directly at you with her scary eye. You know.
This looks like a real scene. Like, she's not posed in a way that is, like, unnatural and weird. Or, like, I don't know how to interpret this expression. Like, this expression is, she's, like, looking at you attentively because you just said something. Or, like, she's surprised or whatever. Like, it's pretty clear. And it's, like... I don't know, man. It's good. It's really good. This is kind of the premiere image of Ayako to me, because she doesn't have the hat and she does have the low pigtails, and the pigtails are these awesome thick braids, which is really good.
God, the loose braids look so good. How do they do that shit?
Ugh.
Nuts. Hey, what the fuck is the brown-haired doll sitting on? What is that?
It's like a little chair. I know it looks like a little duck thing. That's what I interpreted it as first.
It looks like a bone.
But it's like a little... It's like a little, you know... little chair.
I guess so. I keep looking at it and thinking it's like a kneecap.
Like a vertebrae.
Yeah, I don't know. Good image, question mark.
Yeah, it's like... It's a really good image. The animation isn't that good, obviously, because it's it's like that. But still, it looks fucking amazing. And it's just, like, deeply unfortunate.
Yeah.
I can't get past it, even though I love this image.
Emote?
I love this emote. I fucked up my summoning circle. I'm gonna summon a problem.
Should have listened to Summoning 101.
Take my paw. It's good.
Yeah. It's good. I'm trying to think if I have anything to say about it, really. It feels like a tiny bit out of place, but I think it's just like, by the time they had made this image, they'd switched styles very slightly. And so it's like got a slightly different style.
Yeah, it's more detailed.
It's more detailed and finely drawn, but it does look nice. It expresses such a clear emotion. the like full color background is kind of sending me. But it's doing its job well, you know.
Yeah. I think it's a good, like, again, like, this is the image of Ayako to me, because I don't like the hat. And so I think this is a good, like, you know, she just sort of looks like Ayako in this, even though you can't really see her pigtails. Because she's got the right, like, character, being sort of the token gloomy girl with the eye covering bang. So, like, you know, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Nod.
Moving on. Daybreak in G major. Dance with you? I do want to, but dancing would require me to put my hands on you, right? I'm afraid I'd bring you misfortune by doing so. I really wish you'd be the luckiest person in the world.
Thanks, Ayako.
Why is your black-haired doll in an extremely, like, the wrong color outfit?
I do like that her dolls are, like, ready to party. They're all kind of wearing different... They everyone in this image, i.e. her and the 3 dolls, all look like they're arriving to a different party. let's go through it. Ayako's here for like a proper sort of, like, you know, she's here for a Halloween party, honestly. Like, I know she's here for, like, a ball.
The exposed ribbing on the dress, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween party.
The doll in the back, white-haired doll, is here for, like, a military swearing in or something.
Here for a wedding, as a guest.
Yeah. The doll in the front, the brown-haired doll, is here for, like, an 80s throwback, like, roller rink party.
For me, this is like a casual hang with friends kind of party.
And then her little doll in her arms. You think it's Beach?
No, sorry. I thought we were going right to left. Black-haired doll is ready for the beach. Doll in arms is casual hangout party.
Okay. Yeah. Black-haired doll is who I was saying. 80s throwback roller rink
Yeah, that's
party.
super fair. Beach to me.
I wanted to end with the doll in her arms. Ayako.
No, he just added an H to Ayako's name.
I did. Hana.
Which is very funny.
Ninomia.
Ninomia. Got it in one, buddy.
Hana. Hatari. No.
What?
I don't know.
Hanako. Hayako is, like, almost right, but it's also Ayako. So sorry, I have to make fun of you for that one a little bit.
Hanako. I wanted to end on Hanako because I wanted to land on this fucking glove. She's got the glove.
No!
She's got the glove that fucking... Oh my god, what's his fucking name? Love is War guy.
Yeah.
Fucking... That guy. Him. Miyuki Shirogane. She's got the fingers only glove, like thief gloves.
It's so
that Miyuki Shirogane
awful.
has. And they're, like, so skin tight. Scary. It, like, one could almost believe that she's, like, dipped her half of her hand in blood, like dipping a strawberry in
like
chocolate.
Like becoming invincible in the river Styx.
Yeah.
But only their hand.
But, like, I know this isn't true. I know this is a glove. And I'm like, why is it like this?
It's
Who
so
made this
liquid.
glove like this?
I want to land on what I thought you were going to land on, which is the fact that the Hanako is holding a tiny red 5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome.
Uh-huh.
They're so consistent with the little Mahjong references on her. They don't do this for everybody.
Uh-huh.
But they always make sure that she has, like, more than one.
Uh-huh. Also, Ayako's facial expression is extremely weird. This, like, very tiny, small smile is, like, freaky to me.
I can't tell if it's a small smile or she's scared.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's got that Mai Ayahara drip where I'm like, I can't tell if you're smiling or you're scared. And so I don't particularly like it. All of that griping aside, I do think that this episode is
good. Thanks.
Official. I think this episode is bad, actually. I do think that this outfit is good, is great. I think it's a good outfit.
I fucking love this dress. I'm a sucker for dresses that are like this, like these partially exposed ribbing dresses that are kind of a staple of, like, horror for young girls. I don't know how to express this concept. It's, this one's for Burb. It's the same dress that, like, Mizuki wears, during, Mizuki 4, in Project Sekai, her sort of scary mannequin dress. And it's just, like, awesome. Like, it rules every time. The, like, not just the thorns that are actually, like, thorns that are on this. The fact that there are thorns on the stool she's sitting on is, like, scary. Ow. And, like, the one that's creeping down her curse arm is kind of sick as fuck. But, like, the, like, designs on the dress that are thorns, like the dark ones underneath these, like, big white roses that look like sort of a corruption creeping up the bodice and down the skirt is like, that does it for me.
Yeah. I love this, like, fucking, this string of black roses that encircles her, like, upper arms and bust. Like, we're back to sort of the general shaping of her original dress, which feels nice. But we're doing, like, very cool things with it, which I appreciate. I really, like, I love these white roses at her hips. They just add, like, a nice splash. I think these little
white
coins...
and gold.
Yeah, I think these
white,
coins
gold,
might
red,
be...
black never fails.
Yeah, absolutely. Her dress, like, falling apart layer by layer as if it's a rose, like, being plucked apart petal by petal. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Can someone pick up the phone? I
love her pigtails ending in these fucked up little swirly things.
Yeah.
They're curled just at the ends like ringlets.
She's one shoe off for reasons, but
yeah, that can go fuck itself.
The shoe that you can see is like a kick-ass shoe.
It's
just like a nice heel.
The little button on the stiletto that makes it a functioning heel instead of a nightmare.
Yeah, but it's got this, like, weird swoop to it. I love the big rose in the back.
Yeah.
It's, like, sick. Oh, it's, like...
They're awesome. I love that you can see the one that's fallen, too, so you can see it functioning as a real object. That can be viewed from multiple directions.
She's kind of in just, like, sort of a space of pillars, but, like, that's fine. Sort of gives the impression that this is sort of like a photo shoot sort of staging area at the little party she's going to. Which makes me feel slightly better about her weird expression.
Yeah.
Just someone's taking a photo of her.
Just, like, look at the texturing on this exposed ribbing of the dress. And these, like, fucking... It's what's the word I'm looking for? Not weathered, but, like... It's distressed. That's what it is. This distressed, like, metal-looking fucking... It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
I feel like her hair looks really nice in this one.
Mm-hmm.
In like a more subdued but similar way to the last one. It just like comes apart in these nice big hanks.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the layers to her dress. I love that there's clearly like outer layers and supporting layers. Like you can really clearly see that there's like two outer layers, and then there's like this one that has these lines going through it, that I assume are like stiffening lines. That's like a
Mm-hmm.
supporting thing, and then you can see like at her lap, you can see the petticoat of the dress. Um, just like really thoughtful thinking about outfit construction.
Mm-hmm. This,
Sick.
to be clear, is kind of an unwearable outfit because you can see how long it trails.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't really care. I love that you can see... Something I literally just noticed is that you can see that the shape of the dress literally is this scary, like, horror dress. Because you can see as it, like, goes over her knee, like, the shape of it in the background. And it's just these triangles of, like, it's been ripped apart. That's... I appreciate that it goes all the way on that. I love the way that it, like, circles in a crescent in the image. It's very, very good. And this is her Bondo.
Her real Bondo.
Her real Bondo. Thoughts on the high pigtails, and also thoughts on her little fascinator?
High pigtails, fine. I like the low. I'm with you on the low pigtails, but like, high pigtails are fine. I like the fascinator. I'm a sucker for a fascinator. I love a fascinator.
Ivy is famously pro fascinator.
I'm famously pro fascinator. It like lets you put a fun little hat on someone without like completely fucking up their hairstyle, which is like an important thing to be able to do. So I'm pro fascinator. I think this is a good fascinator. I like that, you know, it makes sense that her hair ties are now the roses, but the fascinator lets us still have like a throwback to
the little guy.
The little guy, and like her sort of bow aesthetic. I'm pro this fascinator. I'm fine with the high pigtails.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Emote?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Cinderella?
Is
that what's happening?
First of all,
Cinderella?
why does she look like she's from Gacha Life? Second of all, for some reason...
I like the implication that Kryn drew this emote because of the rainbow hair.
For some reason, I look at this image and I think that she's from Family Guy, but I don't know why.
She's so...
Why does she look like that?
She's so Moe Blob.
It's so... And she's like, I can't tell what's happening with her hand. Is it clutching something? Or is there just red behind it?
It's clutching her other hand, which has the half-red glove.
Oh! That's what the... Okay, it just came together. Okay, so she's doing
it's because the half-red glove is insane, I understand.
She's praying to Shu? Is the
she's
shoe...
like, oh, Shu.
Is the shoe a sacrifice to the gods?
I'm assuming this is like a Cinderella glass slipper thing. Where it's like, I lost a shoe. Will the prince come find me?
Yeah, but why does she look fucked up?
Meme? I don't know.
Is it meme?
It's... Sometimes people are drawn intentionally fucked up like this because it's a meme.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's true here. I want it to be. This emote, I don't like it.
It's scary.
They should keep making normal emotes and only do this when it's actually funny. However, Mahjong Soul, and then I go off on my whole thing about how the new emotes are all bad.
This isn't even a very new emote.
No, it's from early 2023. extremely
they
not
just made
within
it
that.
look
They just made it
like
look like
this.
that. They just made it look like it was made 2 months ago.
Uh-huh.
Staring directly into the microphone.
Uh-huh. That's good.
Bond of the
That's good for
Restless
audio.
Night.
Bond of the Restless Night.
Bond of the
Ayako.
Restless Night, Ayako Morikawa.
So, like...
Whew, how wonderful. It's you, Girls Kiss Girls. Now I can finally breathe easy and be your bride. Oh, I mean, I'm in character today. The role of a ghost bride. If you don't mind, may I start my lines? Well, here goes. Hee, since you've come all this way, why not stay and become the other half of my soul? Tagged, look back. She sure does.
Uh-huh.
Like Orpheus.
Uh-huh. So, like, this image is, like, incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, impossible to look at this image. It's got so much going on.
Skeleton hand!
Uh-huh. First of all, this is, like... Fuck me. This is, like, an extremely Arc Knight's image in a way that I can't quite explain.
No, you're right.
Something
She's
about
on
the
a
ghost
big
arms.
She's on a big, not real, like, set piece.
Yeah, and there's like ghost like objects. There's ghost guys.
There's ghost guys.
But like there's a lot to like about this one, and there's a lot to dislike about this one. I do think that the hands look great. Like, every time I look at a hand, I can only comprehend this image if I'm zoomed in, because I can only look at it in parts. But every time I look at one of these hands that's, like, ripping apart this fabric, I'm like, that looks sick. These are sick-looking hands.
Mm-hmm. This image is covered in hands. Her hands look good. The skeleton hand looks good. As someone who's recently been studying human anatomy, I kind of appreciate the various bones of the skeleton hand here. The ghost hands look good. The bone hands that are on her headpiece look good. It's all good hands.
The hand bones.
She's in good hands.
Hand. Good job finding the title of the episode.
Thank you.
I was wondering what it would be.
She's in good hands.
She's in good hands. I like the problem with this outfit is, like, one, it's Ayako, and we're getting this weird side ass thing, and I don't really want that from Ayako.
Mm-hmm.
Two, her outfit is, like, so incomprehensible.
You don't see the front of it, and it's in the middle of being torn apart.
And it's in the middle of being torn apart. And so, like, you can sort of get a sense of what this, like metal blue ribcage bustier thing is?
Here's the thing.
But
I love ribcage. I love ribcage. This is just true in life. I love ribcage.
It's helpful. It keeps it all in there.
Putting aside the fact that this isn't, like, a proper ribcage because it is backwards. Like, she has little vertebrae attached to it, and, like, they're in the front, which is fucked up.
That's fine. It's not her ribcage.
It's not her ribcage. The way that the fabric under it is rendered gives me the ick.
Yeah.
Just, like, look at the...
It's weird, right?
It's ripped apart at the... I'm literally pointing at my screen right now. It's ripped apart at the ends, but then as you travel up the curve of, like, her chest, it becomes just a solid seam in between, like, her chest and her side boob in a way that isn't, first of all, real. Second of all, It's just a seam. Like, the fabric has embedded itself into her chest. That's not how fabric being supported by a thing would look, even. It doesn't look like these ribs are digging into her skin. So, like, what's happening there? Why is it vacuum sealed to her boobs? And also, why is one of her boobs down there if the chest is angled this way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, ooh, wow. Okay, so, like, I'm putting my fingers on the image.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, just pay attention to the chest, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just pay attention to the chest and her arms. Put each finger where her shoulders are.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
And then, hang on, just let me finish.
Okay.
And then look at how long our neck is.
I know! It's so, like, she's got, like, a monkey's brachiating arms.
She, like, doesn't have her head is floating. There's no proof to me
understand
that
the
it's
impulse to do this. This pose looks fine if you take that second boob away.
Uh-huh.
If you
take that second boob away, or so help me.
Suddenly the whole image becomes, like, not fucked in terms of pose. If you take the second boob away and just make it so her other boob is behind the doll instead of putting it down there, then it no longer looks like her collarbone is a mile long. They just had to put the other boob in there. They couldn't help themselves. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, I like her little.
You were, like,
balls
literally in the
one.
middle of saying something, and I was like, sorry. I have to derail this whole thing.
I was just making a Monsters, Inc. joke for no reason. It's fine.
Okay.
I like that they gave her dolls scary eyes in this one. That's
good. They get the
look
keen
good.
eyes that her creatures on her head usually have. It's awesome.
I like that. I mean, it's not really her thing that she has a scary eye, but the rose over the eye is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is extremely fun. I love a good like rose eye covering.
The thing I was gonna say about her, like, weird boob fabric is that, like, the whole image is, like, sort of about I'm looking for a reference in my head that I can't make. The whole image is about this sort of, like, really lovingly rendered, sort of ripping, thin fabric, right? And this is sort of, like, the whole aesthetic of the whole thing. Not
like she's in New Carnival, because the ripped fabric is visible on the outside of the image.
And it looks great. It's all, like, burning from ghost flame and ripping apart. And then they have her boob covered in this, like, mech plug suit style,
perfect,
like,
pristine
latex, like, clings to your body. And the problem is that you can't have these two things next to each other.
No.
You know? Like, I don't agree with you that it looks weird. Sorry, I don't disagree with you that it looks weird, and it would look weird even if it was just that.
Yeah.
But it would look better if this sort of skin-tight thing was, like, a thing in the image anywhere else, and it's not.
She
and
could
so it
just
looks
be, like,
so out of place.
She could just be Techwear Lolita-ing again. But it doesn't exist anywhere else, so this isn't part of her Techwear Lolita bit.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating. It kind of fucks me up that her uncursed arm is partially covered in bandage-looking fabric here.
I know!
Because it briefly distracts me from which of her arms is cursed. This headpiece with the skeleton hands is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the bridal headpiece, it's sick. I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's all parts of the image.
I also wanted to mention the fucking, like, the veil that's being torn off of her, just because they tried so hard to make sure that it still looks like a veil by, like, making it look like they're throwing it over her head. Like, nothing is holding it in that position. It's like everything else is draped in such a way that it could be a still shot. But that, like, piece of fabric that looks like it's being thrown over her head so that she still looks like she's a ghost bride is very funny to me. Also, it's one of the, like, series of images that Mahjong Soul was doing for a while where all of them were this shot of the ass.
Yeah.
Everything from late 2024.
Yeah.
From, like, August to December. Nothing but this.
Nothing but weird side ass.
Nothing but weird side ass.
They're maybe getting better? I'd have to double
They're
check
getting
that.
They're getting better.
They're getting better.
They're doing less of this specific thing. I wouldn't say they're getting better as a whole, but they are doing less of this specific thing. And it's just really the, like, lack of interesting, different poses that bothers me. Her emote is in the weird style, though. Which this, I feel, is before they really started committing to doing this weird style. But, like, it's so artifacted.
It is. I don't know why it's so fucked up on the website. Or if it's just fucked up all the time. I do think it's kind of fun. You're summoning cute. Her, and she's like, I don't know what's going on.
What? My ghost.
She's wearing a different outfit.
She is.
This, like,
a different outfit,
piece.
And these ghosts are not in the outfit.
No, they're not the hands or anything.
No.
But
the skeleton hands have been turned into weird little metal things because they just didn't want to draw that shit. Her bandaged arm on the right is only bandaged from the wrist up. Girl, your arm.
I feel like her face has kind of, like, Flash animation vibes.
Yes,
you know what I mean? It's fine.
It's cute. It's weird.
Should we talk about the thing?
Yeah, this image was also, along with this image, they released an illustration, which you can set as a decoration as your background, which is this outfit and the worst Ransei outfit, which was also the same ass pose.
If you go back to Ayako Morikawa, just like her main page,
she has 3 decorations, and this is one of them.
Then you can find it. And it, like...
Random Yuri generator.
They put these two together. Listen, Ash, I'm gonna hate you something very sincere. I think that this Ransei and Ayako is kind of a good ship. Like...
They would make a good couple.
Excited ninja girl and, like, gloomy, spooky girl... That's a good ship in my books.
I agree with you.
And I think this image of them together makes both of them look better than they look in their individual images, which is funny. And as we were talking about this, 2 sort of jokes emerged from this. One of which was, like... They kind of look like they're having a good time. I don't want to see it, but, like, have fun, stay safe.
This is their
Call me
business.
If you need a ride home.
Yeah, call me if you need Call me if anything happens that you're not okay with.
Yeah, and then Ash proceeded to say, call me if you need a ride home, like, regularly for, like, 2 weeks. The second thing that got said about this, I assume that I'm the origin of this, but I can't be sure.
I don't remember. Most of the things we say are, like, in the middle of the night in Discord VC, so there's no record of them.
I looked at this, and I said the phrase, teenage intercourse on the skeleton hand. which I love saying out loud. It's got such good rhythm to it.
It does.
Teenage intercourse
They're
on the skeleton
having teenage
hand.
intercourse on the skeleton.
They're having teenage intercourse on the skeleton hand. Have
listen,
fun, stay safe, call me if you need a ride home.
It's fine for a couple of young lesbian girls experimenting with their sexuality to have teenage intercourse, and then call me if they get scared and need a ride home.
Yeah.
And I guess it's fine for them to do that on the skeleton hand.
Yeah, as long as they're doing it in the privacy of their own skeleton hand.
As long as they're having fun and staying safe. However, the caption of this image, 2 girls ensnared in blooming blue roses are waiting for their destined savior, is so incorrect. No, they are not. Ronse is cutting her out of her bonds.
Ronse is the destined savior.
Also, Ronse is kind of giving you a look like she wants you to leave.
Yeah, excuse me, this is the privacy of our own skeleton hand?
Excuse me, this is my skeleton hand.
This is my skeleton... Mom! Get out of my skeleton hand while my girlfriend is over.
Anyway. Had to be addressed because the moment we saw Ayako, we were like, oh my god, it's teenage intercourse on the skeleton hand.
Yeah, that's the thing I couldn't say at the end of the last episode. Anyway, I said this in Twitch chat at one point, and everyone pitched a fit, which was very reasonable, because it was a bad thing to do.
You can't say that. But we couldn't delete it because you're a mod.
Because I'm a mod. And so it's in that VOD forever.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's
Numbers.
Ayako. Numbers, right.
Ayako cuteness. It's interesting, right?
It is. I'm gonna, hang on. Inspect element.
Cuteness number. Where is it in the code?
Okay, sorry. I went to the Ayako main page and I deleted the image source for the bond up.
So you can just see the ones that are good.
Yeah, she's... bad things are happening. That's not indicative of Ayako.
Mm-hmm.
She's in a costume. But,
No, yeah, bond up doesn't count. Cuteness on the others.
Cuteness on the others.
She's kind of a cutie intrinsic to being a 15-year-old girl.
Pro cute points. She's a 15-year-old girl. These are not +1 per. By the way, these are
just points in the sense of bullet points.
She's a 15-year-old girl. She has a thing.
Mm-hmm.
She has a weird thing.
She has
much
like KR976. She has a very distinct aesthetic which she's committed to at this point in her life.
Yeah. And she oh my god. She talks to her cute little guys.
Mm-hmm.
All pluses to cute.
Mm-hmm.
Minuses to cute.
She doesn't talk to anyone.
She doesn't talk to anyone. She's going to kill you.
Yes.
Sometimes she's not cute, because she's going to kill you.
She's interested in summoning ghosts and demons.
Yeah, which is, can cut both ways, but, does at least somewhat cut negative. And, she... she's sort of not that interested. I mean, she wears cute dresses.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not that interested in being, especially cutesy.
She's not she doesn't have an I'm cute emote.
Yeah. I guess her I'm cute emote is her, being excited emote. But that's, pushing
No,
it.
her I'm cute emote is the one where she's crawling out under the Mahjong table.
Yeah. She's very expressive. But most of her expressions are negative.
Mm-hmm. Most of her expressions are about killing.
Mm-hmm. Or dying.
Or shoe, I guess.
Uh-huh. The shoe is dying. She's killed the shoe and it's going to heaven.
Wow. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Shu.
So does this make her more appealing or unappealing? Or sorry, cute or uncute?
I mean, it's hard to give her lower than a 3, I think is fair.
I think she is a 3.
Okay, I can go with that.
I think
She's
the
cute.
things which are uncute about her are important enough
Right.
that she needs to live at a 3.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I could push you higher, but I think that's fun. I think acknowledging that she's a scary ghost who can kill you is important.
It is important.
I feel like that's respectful.
Now, I feel her appeal is lower than her cute.
Hmm.
On account of her, like, having no friends.
I mean, she has been alienated by her classmates because they say she is, quote, creepy.
I don't have any human friends in school, so I often go to the old school building during lunch break. I have ... lots of nice friends over there. Also, she keeps telling you to stay away from her cursed arm, which kind of precludes her from, like...
Yeah.
Making friends.
Uh-huh. She has a little rough. Sorry about your cursed arm, girl.
If you were hanging out with her, she would have to tell you, like, at least 5 times, like, oh, but you don't want to get close to me. I have a cursed arm, which is a little bit like, girl, get over yourself.
I'm looking at teenage intercourse on the skeleton arm, and Ronsei's, like, real close to that cursed arm.
I know, Ronsei. I mean, just, like, call me, if anything.
Yeah, call me if you need a ride home. But also Ronsei's, like, a trained ninja. I think she can handle it. This is why they're a good ship.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, like, is she appealing at all? What's her appeal?
Is she appealing at all?
I do think... Do you have something to say?
No.
I do think that, like, Perfect Holiday paints a picture of Ayako being appealing.
Correct.
Like, she's good in a one-on-one in which she's, like, engaging with her hobbies, which are interesting. She has interesting hobbies. I think if you go over to her house and you hang out and you do some witch shit, I think that that's a nice time. I don't think that makes her, like, more appealing than unappealing. But I don't think that she has no appeal.
I think her appeal... I was gonna say is a 1, but maybe a 2. I don't know if I would go so far as to say she's only incidentally appealing.
Yeah.
But would I go so far as to say she's more than incidentally appealing?
Uh-huh. She likes movies. I mean, there's
She does
movies.
like Saw, Ju-on,
But
The Grudge, The Conjuring, and Silent Hill.
But she does like movies. Like,
she does.
There's things that you can do with her while you're hanging out.
Like asking yourself, who are you in the mirror 3 times every day for a month.
Uh-huh.
And laughing under your quilt.
I could go with a 2. But maybe 1 feels more correct.
I'm back around to a 1, I think.
Okay, let's go with 1.
3,
so
1.
1.
Kinsey scale number raised by teenage intercourse on the skeleton hand.
Uh-huh. It's like, you know, that's just how it is. If you get put in the random Yuri generator,
then, you know, I guess you're doing random Yuri.
Uh-huh. You've been generated. I don't know what to tell you.
You've been generated.
I mean, like, I can make arguments for why her fucking for why her Kinsey scale number is fairly high.
Mm-hmm.
For example, she doesn't have friends. And so she makes her own friends, which are these little dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And notably, they're all girls. This is something. She wants more friends, and so she talks into the mirror every day for a month to befriend her mirror self. Sick Yi Song reference, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's homosexual behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And also she's just kind of like that, you know? Maybe the curse is that she's gay. And when she
Maybe the curse
accepts
is
herself,
that she's gay.
she'll be able to take the bandages off. And hold hands with her cute ninja girlfriend.
I'm trying to think about what her attraction to men is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about it, that's all.
Uh-huh. To me, like, I want you to know, I'm not trying to convince you of something. I'm just following the flow.
Yeah.
But, like, she also doesn't seem... deep in her heart, she's eager to make friends and is making continuous efforts toward this goal. First of all, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she's not Amori Ranako from There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless.
Mm-hmm.
She's not like, I need to be normal so I can make friends.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to, like, give up on being weird.
Yeah, she's interested in the occult.
Uh-huh. And so, like, not that you can't be interested in the occult and also men, is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that she lacks this, like, compulsion to sort of, like, be normal, and by extension, I suppose, heteronormative, in, like, pretty much any way.
She does have a strong, like, gay energy in the sense that she's, like, I'm gonna go out there and have fun and be myself and try to get along better with people.
Uh-huh. I found another random Yuri generator with her in the tweet illustrations. This one's pretty good, because she's about to write on her, I guess? She's about to inscribe her?
Oh, wow. Like, yeah, I've seen this image before, and I just kind of hate it. I'm just, like, I'm thinking about 4s and 5s and 6s. I just, like, don't know if I can conceptualize... Maybe she's just a lesbian.
I think she might just be.
I think she's just a lesbian.
I think so.
And she's just a hard 6.
Uh-huh.
Like, good for her. She knows.
Uh-huh.
She's aware.
Uh-huh.
Be aware.
Or she's not. And the curse is being gay. Or rather, sorry, incorrect. The curse is internalized homophobia.
And it lets you see ghosts.
And it lets you see ghosts.
Hey guys, just letting you know, you need to repack all that shit.
Yeah, this is why I hang on to, like, a good chunk of internalized homophobia. Really helpful when I'm trying to see ghosts.
Yeah. You gotta make sure that you don't, like, get all of that. Like, if you take all of it out, then your powers.
Yeah, you can't get it all sorted. Just, like, yeah.
Your powers.
You have to hate yourself at least a little bit, or else you'll never see the ghosts.
Uh-huh. Ayako Morikawa, 316.
316. I'm realizing that I didn't put down the numbers for the last episode.
It's the same as Fuji.
Yeah. 316.
Not 316 is the same as Fuji. But the last episode was the same.
Sinclair is 314.
Yeah, Miyuki is 311.
Uh-huh. Well, that's Ayako.
That's Ayako.
And then I guess we just end the episode.
And well, we roll a new guy.
Well, that's what ending the episode is. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
God,
this image you sent me really is just like... Yikes.
Uh-huh.
Gal isn't just a style.
Okay, Ash, I have a theory about this one.
Okay.
We've had 2 very normal episodes in a row.
Yeah.
In which it's just been like a normal Mahjong Soul. Well, first of all, next episode is a season 3 episode, which is exciting. We haven't done those in a minute.
Yeah. Also, my tea actually arrived.
Oh. Anyway,
just a teaser for next time. A teaser.
Is I'm gonna hit this random button, and it's gonna be someone exciting. Whether that's
I think it's gonna be someone that we want to guest on for. That's my called shot.
Ooh, bold. I think it's gonna be someone we want to guest on, or someone that has a fun bonus episode, or someone we have like a personal connection to. It's gonna be an exciting
I'm calling my
pick.
shot harder than that because I think it's more fun.
Okay, that's fair. I'm hitting the button.
Your
now.
shot isn't as cool as mine. Oh shit, we're hitting the button.
That's fair. It's fine.
And then we didn't go and so it can be inferred that it wasn't true.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm a fan actually.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Well,
very excited to talk about certain things.
Okay. Well, if you're excited, then I'm excited. Well, bye.
Goodbye.
今日の不幸は別の人に降りかかったの？